everyone, Yensid Organist here, and welcome to another episode of OrgelCraft. I hope you guys are having a good day today. In the last episode, we built this monorail station here in the village, and I have made a little bit of a modification to it since the last time you guys saw it. I really was not happy with the roof of it, so I made a little bit of a change, and I think it is a much better shape. What was that? It sounded like a zombie pigman. Anyway, distractions. Yes, so I changed the shape of the roof a little bit, and I think it looks a lot better. So what I want to do in this episode is I want to start working on the monorail itself. And that's not going to be all that we work on this episode, because a lot of that is going to be monotonous repetition that I have to do, and I'll be doing some of that on stream, but I want to at least get it started on here. And the first thing that I actually want to do is I want to take out this top layer here, and I want to replace it with a little bit of some stairs, and then the stone of the actual monorail line that is going to run in between. And I want to take this out as well. You will understand why in just a minute. Okay, so let's go over here and craft up some stairs. That should be enough. And then I want to do this. And it just kind of gives the impression that there's a little bit of a gap between the platform and the actual monorail line itself, like there would be in real life. And apparently, I did not make enough. So let's try that again. And why is my... There we go. One of those should do. Okay, and we'll put that there. And that there. Now... I need some stone, and I need my stone cutter. Let's see. Plop that up there, and I just need a... And we'll just turn those all into slabs, because I'm going to need them. Alright, so what we're going to do is we are going to bring the slab there, and there. And I think, let's see, maybe I want to go... Actually, is this the slab's on the bottom? Yeah, so we can bring the slab all the way across. Figure out exactly how we're going to do this with redstone. And then over in here, I've got my stone. And so then that's going to come along here. And then I think what we will do... let's keep it symmetrical. So then what we will do is we'll have a little dip down here. Actually, now that I think about it, first of all, let me get my Silk Touch pick. I think we're going to do it like this. So we're going to have a little dip down here. That will stop... maybe we're not going to do this symmetrical after all, because I need to have an activator rail here to pop you out. Maybe that could go there, and I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. For right now, we're going to go with symmetrical, and I guess I could power all of that so the hill won't be a problem. All right. Anyway. So that is that. So let's hop over to my testing world, and I'll show you the design I have been playing around for this monorail. So here we are back in the creative world, and this is what I have come up with. So now this area right here is just kind of an example for if the rails happen to run together on the same pillar. That is what it would look like. But for the most part, it's just going to be a single line. It seems like consensus was pretty good on taking the scenic route, so I don't know that there will be much of a place where our monorail tracks will actually come together. So this is what I have got worked up here. And basically, from here to the next section is 31 blocks. I feel like that's a good number, and with 3 powered rail, it's enough to keep going without really losing too much speed. So what we have is we have some straight tracks along here. We have the ability to basically move it over by a couple blocks, and for this one I just jogged over 2, but you could do this basically with anything that's divisible by 3. You could go over 5, you could go over 6. So you have a little bit of flexibility with that. This is a full diagonal, And while it's actually 60 pieces of track, it is only 31 blocks in a horizontal and vertical. Anyway, it's 31 blocks this way, it's 31 blocks this way. So the hypotenuse of the triangle is a little bit longer than that, but I think it is okay. And then over here, dealing with an elevation change, as you see, we go up 3 over the course of it. And I think I would probably want to space these out just a little bit differently. I wasn't happy with how that worked out, but I think it would be okay. Our pillars are very, very simple. Stone brick base stone bricks as the base and the column, and then changing into just the regular old stone. This smooth stone slabs to have the slab, just to give a little bit of variation to it. And then this is the only thing that I am not completely set on are these end rods. This does not need to be lit up because mobs won't spawn on the rails, and any place that I have anything exposed, it's either a stair or a bottom half slab. But I like the idea of having something run along. Like if you look at like actual monorail track, if we're thinking like the Disney World, you can see that there are these things that run along the bottom, and I'll put a picture up so you can see that. And I think that those supply power to the monorail trains. I'm not 100% certain on that. But I like the idea of it. The problem is it's a stack of end rods per section of track. And when you consider, I don't even know how many sections of track we're going to need to cover all of this. I would need to get a chorus fruit farm going so that we would be able to have enough end rods, because I certainly do not have enough. But this is what it looks like, and this is how it runs if we hop in. And it goes along very nicely. I don't think it slows down. I certainly don't detect it slowing down as it comes into the rails. Maybe it does just a little bit, and we could always bump it up to 5 powered rails. I'm just trying to conserve that. I think I have plenty of gold. I went mining in a mesa last week and got a lot of gold. And so I think we're probably good to go as far as powered rails go. And we're certainly fine as far as normal rails go, thanks to our iron farm. So that's what we've got. So let's jump back over into our survival world and get started building this. All right, so let's get started here. So what I want to do for this first one is I want to only bring it out half of a section and then put a pillar, because I think it'll be a little bit too far. So we're going to start, and we're going to go 15. So that is 1. That is not the block I need there. All right, let's try that out. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then this next one is actually going to be a stair. What I'm going to need is a placeholder. Let's do this. So that... Oh, that's not gonna work. I didn't think that one through. Because that's at the next height. All right, we'll do that. And actually, that block can stay. And then we will do that. So let's see. Now, that is the outside of my column. So then it should be 3. So there's actually going to be a gap there, because that is where the redstone torch is going to be hidden away. I don't need those yet. All right, so then we will just come along here and bring our stone. I'm going to do that so I don't fall off. And we have that. Okay, so let's jump down here and grab all of this, and then we're going to switch to our stone brick, and I think if I can position myself right there, that should be our central point. not going to be able to get the next one in, we will just do that. And then our redstone torch goes on there, which I don't have any on me. We will just leave that open for right now. Then we will build up the platform. Maybe we will build up the platform, and I want to go one higher, and then we will do our stairs on top of that. There we go. And then we're going to do our stairs along here. I guess it doesn't really matter which way I place that. Okay. And then... Ooh, this is a little closer than I thought it was going to be. Well... Then let's see here. I think it'll be okay. So we're going to put one there. And there. Is this okay for this? I think this is okay. I think I might want to get this rail a little bit higher. I can't get up there. Yeah, I think we might want the rail just a little bit higher when we actually start moving out into the world. Alright, let's try this again. So that's going to go there. And I fell off again. This is a problem. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and sneak so that I don't fall. There and there. And then obviously we would replicate that on the other side, but I want to leave that open so that we can get our redstone torches. So I'm going to have to get redstone torches because those are going to be pretty important because I want them hidden away as we are working on this. So I guess I will take that down for right now, and then we will come back. And then, tell you what I also need is ender pearls. So I'm going to have to run back to the base in just a second. But for right now, I'm going to sleep, ow, and crash into a tree. And then get the other material that I need that I forgot, which was those smooth stone slabs. Alright. I missed. Quick spin around. Alright, there's what we need. Those are all going to be the slabs. And I don't know where they went. There they are. Alright, and then those will go along there and along there. And I think I will probably also put one right here at the exit so that we can attach our end rods to those if we decide we go that way. So I definitely want to hear from you guys on that. So there is our first section done, the first of many. So I'm going to do some more building on stream, and I'm actually going to also time-lapse that so you can kind of see a little bit of what this progression looks like. So enjoy the time-lapse. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the time-lapse. We got quite a lot done during the live stream. It was just about an hour. We got, I believe it was 18 segments, if I counted right, of this monorail line done, and it is looking really good. Stretches all the way out here to our creeper and our iron farms. And yeah, I think it is going to do what we need. So I want to get a station built up around here, and I'm just going to do a fairly similar design to what we did back in the village there, and then I'm going to go ahead and get the support pillars built up. So let me get that done, and I will bring you guys back when that is finished. Alright, the pillars are in place. I have the station built, and I think we should take our inaugural ride on this monorail. Now, one of the things, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but the consensus in the chat during the live stream was that the end rods were a good addition to the monorail. So I have taken the end rods that I have, and I have added them to it. And while I have to say, I hadn't looked at this at night when I designed it over in my creative world, I thought, oh, this is just a nice accent. At night, it looks absolutely phenomenal. So I will, definitely going to work on that. Now, here's the problem. End rods, kind of expensive. Either you gotta go find them in the end, or you have to make them. Well, here's what it takes to make them. A popped chorus fruit, which is easy to get, and a blaze rod, which is not easy to get. Well, it's easy to get, but in large quantities is very difficult to get. So, I think this is not something that I had planned on doing, but I think that what I'm going to do in the next episode, or maybe a couple episodes out, is make a blaze farm so that we have easy access to those. It's a great fuel source as well, so I think that is something that we will be doing. But let's go ahead and take a ride here, and the whole mechanism is not set up, but there goes our village as we head off. And yeah, we will take a little bit of a ride. Here we go. Now passing our creeper farm and approaching our iron farm station. And I kept the design basically the same as our village station, but just varied up with blocks, kind of appropriate to the area. So we used a lot of iron here as the basis, since this is our iron farm, and just kind of experimented with some different wood types. So we have dark oak as the pillar, and then I actually thought that the jungle wood looked really good next to the dark oak and the iron. So iron bars instead of fence posts, and then end rods up here in the ceiling. And I don't know if I'm going to use this for all of the stations, but I really like how that worked out. So that is all that we are going to do with this project for today. I might work a little bit more between episodes on the next segment that's going to go out that way through all of our mountains, but let's head over to the base and do a little bit more work over there. Welcome back to the base. This is the next section that we are going to work on here, and this is where we're going to start bringing in our villagers to begin trading with them. So to start things off here, I want to just kind of lay out the basic area, and you can see I've started putting down a little bit of wood for the floors. I want to use spruce wood for this section. And it's going to be in 3 levels, and I'll talk a little bit more about what each of these little areas is. But I want to get, basically, just a framework to build upon. So in order to do that, I need to get some walls in place here, and I need to get the rest of this floor in. And I am completely out of spruce wood, so I need to go cut down a few more trees. I probably need to make some more concrete. Yeah, so let me get all of that done, and then we will come back and start building our little trading hall for villagers. All right, I have got this general area laid out. I've got the flooring in. I've got most of the wall. Let's put it this way. I have as much wall as I had black concrete for. I'm going to need a lot more of that to get this going, but that's another problem for another time. So let me quickly walk through these sections. So we came here from the fall of Rome and the burning of the library at Alexandria. The next scene is a library in the Middle East where there were backup copies of books. So this is where you'll see all the librarians starting to come into play here. From there, we move on to kind of the Middle Ages, and we have monks copying out books by hand. Then we have Gutenberg inventing the printing press, which brings us into the Renaissance. And all of that. So yeah, so that's why this is where we're going to have all of our librarians. And I'm also thinking with Middle Ages to put our netherwort farm in here and to have some I can't think of the name of the villagers that deal with clerics. There we go. Yes, clerics. And then as we move to the top, we'll have masons because they deal with quartz and brick and all of that. And then as we kind of move into the next part of base, which will be like the Industrial Revolution, then we will move into like armorers and toolsmiths and weaponsmiths and all of that. So the first thing that I want to do is sleep because I see that it is nighttime out there. The first thing that I want to do is get our enchanting setup in place, and I know we have several of these dotted all around the world, but it's good to have one in the base, so that is what we are going to do, and I have just enough room to make this work here, so we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Oh wait, I don't need them in the corners, do I? No, because our enchanting table goes there, and then, let's see, then we bring that around, and that around, and I don't want to do the full wrap around, so we're going to do, whoops, not that. We're going to do that, and then we're going to take these out of the corners, and this that I screwed up here, and I don't have a Silk Touch axe, so I have to do it with a Silk Touch pickaxe because I don't feel like remaking the bookshelves, even though you don't lose the books. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and because I want consistency, we will do that. All right, and then let's go ahead and tuck that torch back there and back there. Hopefully that will take care of our lighting issues. And then if I come in here, I don't probably have anything that I can enchant. Oh, I have a book. That's right. I just want to check and make sure. Get that out of there. Yes, we've got level 30. Excellent. All right, so now we have our enchanting setup here. That's done. We don't need to worry about it anymore. So let's start to work on the pods for the villagers. And I've been kind of calculating like all the books that I would possibly need for this, and I think that I'm going to need 17 librarians, and then I was thinking maybe we could do a couple clerics and a cartographer, so we would need 20 pods total in this area, and I'm basically leaving it open to use all of this space. And possibly having 2 levels, just depending on how long it takes to get things around. So let's see here. Let me make up a couple of things that I want to do. I know I want the spruce slabs, I want the oak logs, and then let's go, tell you what, let me grab, actually, let's do this. Let's make a stack of dark oak planks, because I would like to have some trapdoors. So let's do that, and we're going to need 20 of those. There we go. Perfect. That, and then I wanted to do some fence posts, and I'm not sure. I was kind of thinking that birch might be nice for fence posts, so let's see what we can do with that. We'll just do that for right now. Let's get an even number. There we go. Okay. So, my thought is, let's see, and I want to make sure I leave myself enough room. Okay, so let's go 3 there, and then we're going to come forward, and I want to have 2 spaces coming forward, and then where are my lecterns? There they are. So then we would have the lectern there. And then I was thinking to do the fence posts like this. And then we build up the logs in the back. And then maybe what we could do is we could go this way along there. And then we could bring spruce slabs coming out here. And then to finish things off, our trapdoor going right there. And that, I wanted that to close down. Let's see. Well, let's do that. And then we'll put that here. I guess we could do that. No, I can't get that. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I don't like the way that looks. We can do that. We can do that. I guess maybe that's okay. And then maybe we'll bring that there. I think that's okay. Yeah, I like the way this looks. And it's very simple. Doesn't need to be anything too crazy. Then what I want to do is I want to come in here. And I want to put a sea lantern so that we have lighting, so that we don't have to worry about any mobs spawning in there. And then we will put the... I can't get in there. Oh, that'll be fine. All right, so we'll put that there, and then they have access to their workstation. They have the ability to move around, because I know that is important. There's all kinds of things you can do to make them think that they have bigger than a 1x1 area, but we can reach them in here, and 2x2 allows them to move around a little bit. But I believe that these fence posts will restrict their sight lines so that they will only go for the lectern that is in front of them. Hopefully that is the case. So then from there we can tile this. And I was kind of thinking to maybe alternate the wood that we use. So let's see what happens if we come here and we do a couple of acacia. And then, let's see, I would probably want to do this because I'm not a big fan of the orange. So we could put that there. And then we could fill in that way. Maybe. And then we'd put our lectern there. Let's see. Put our lectern there, and then we put these along the top. I'm not sure. I think there might be a gap back there. I cannot get up here. Oh, that's right. I can't jump on top of a fence post. But I can jump up there. All right, let's make sure there's a torch behind here. There we go. Don't want anything spawning. And then let's put that there temporarily. We'll do that. And then we will do that. Spruce along there. And I guess we need one more spruce there. And then our dark oak trapdoor. I wonder if I can do this from under here. Nope, I cannot. I guess we'll take that out for a sec. And then we'll do our trapdoor there. And then this is the piece of flooring we take out. And now I can't get up. Problem. I'm stuck. And here we go. Me being stuck again. Let's do... There we go. All right, now I'm out. Break that. I don't care if I lose it. And then we'll do sea lantern. No, not carpet. I need that carpet. Ugh. There we go. Okay. Break that. And try this one. Really? I am struggling in this hole, as usual. You are not surprised. There we go. Sea lantern. Carpet. Sneak. No, wait. Forgot the lectern. Lectern. Break out of the side. And replace it. So how does it look with the different woods? Actually, I think that looks kind of nice. Alright, so then that's got 2, and it looks like I can probably fit one more on this level. So that's 3. and then we will keep going along from here. So let me go ahead and get all of these finished, and I will bring you guys back when that is done. And I think I'm going to replace that with the birch block, or not the birch, the bark. Words. Difficult. Challenging. Yes. Bark block on the end so that we have that finished texture. I'll bring you guys back in just a second. Well, here is what I have done. So here we have our first little section here that we built before. And then as we move up in here, I've got 3 more, I was going to call them cells. That makes it seem like they're in jail. Well, that's kind of what it is. 3 there, and then another 3 over here. And then if we take this ladder up, I have another 9 up here, so that gives us 18 villagers. And before you start yelling at me in the comments, yes, I know I can't get villagers in here without breaking all of these stands. Yes, I know that. I just wanted to get a feel for what this looked like. And I'm not 100% happy with it. I'm probably about 80, maybe 85%. It's definitely not what I had in mind, but for the space that we have, it's kind of what we had to work with. And I'm not done with let me try that again. I'm not done with the aesthetics of this area at all. I want to kind of section this off and have like some stone brick walls along here, and then we'll probably do the same over there. I want this to be much more of a library, so a lot more of these bookshelves and maybe some other decorations here. And yeah, just a little bit more work here. And then as we move up in here, we'll probably do our clerics in here, nether wart farm, and then probably the masons up here as we start to move into the next area of the base. But I'm pretty happy with how all of this looks. Definitely let me know what you think of it down in the comments. It's going to be a little while before we can bring the villagers in. I'm still working on the monorail line, but hopefully we'll get there in the next few episodes. Besides, I've got a couple more projects to work on. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode today. If you did, please be sure to give it a like and share it with your friends. If you haven't already, I would encourage you to subscribe and make sure you click that little notification bell so you can stay up to date on all my latest posts. Be sure to follow me on social media. All those links are down in the description. Thanks for watching. See you real soon.